All right, everybody. It's a wonderful day to be a Saints fan. Yes, they just lost to the Carolina Panthers, which is embarrassing. But the good news is it was embarrassing enough for the Saints to fire Dennis Allen. Hope is on the horizon, at least if they get things right. But for now, let's go over the film from the Panthers game in Derek Carr's first game back. So this is a second down and 4 on the first drive of the game on offense for the New Orleans Saints. Carolina Panthers looks like they're going to be playing a quarters coverage. So we get these umbrella of defenders up here at the top of the screen. And I like the call against the coverage. The Panthers just distribute it well, right? So we're going to get kind of a corner post, same thing over here, fake the corner post, flat. Then we're going to have a row down here. The thing I don't like, though, is that Derek Carr, he just panics. He panics in the pocket, and he doesn't trust his protection whatsoever, and he just kind of throws the ball away, and it ends up being a wasted play. So you see, the Panthers are going to blitz an extra guy, right? But the running back steps up and does a really nice job taking his legs out from under him, and a really nice pocket is created for Carr. But Carr just kind of drifts back, drifts back, drifts back, and just throws the thing away, right? And so if we go back and look, like, yes, it looks like we're trying to hit one of these posts over the middle, and they're both covered nicely. But come back down to your check down. Come back down to the tight end Moreau, who was going to be open, right? So, at this point, we're already throwing the thing away when we could be hitting the tight end here for a first down at the sticks. Again, this is second down and 4 on a drive that ended in 3 points. We could have got this first down right here. I don't get like why a guy that's been in the league more than a decade is doing this, drifting back, drifting back, drifting back. Like, step up into this clean pocket that was beautifully created for you, that this running back right here sacrificed his body to make for you. Step up and make a play, man. And I bet it looks even uglier from the end zone view here. Let's see. Take the snap. Yeah, I mean, look, like, why are we drifting back in this pocket and then just throwing it? Like, step up and find an open guy. Find your tight end over the middle. And then here on the very next play, 3rd and 4, when it should have been a first down, right? We just get a terrible throw from the quarterback. So we're just going to try to hit the tight end here. As soon as he hits this goal line, the ball, it's thrown with nice anticipation like it's supposed to be, right? It's just horribly inaccurate. So we're going to take the snap at the top of our drop. Look, so he's letting this thing go before Moreau gets to his break, right? So it's thrown with good anticipation. He just throws it into the dirt. Like, I don't get it. He throws it into the dirt, and look, it's a tight window, right? But the tight end is there for the catch. He has the defender boxed out. We just need a better throw from the quarterback. I mean, look at that. The ball's thrown into the dirt. Put it on the tight end, man. Throw with a touchdown pass. So a pretty bad 2 plays in a row there, starting things off for quarterback Derek Carr. All right, next one here. Carr, again, he's late with the read, late with the throw. So we're going to have a cloud defender over here in JC Horn. He's going to be responsible with anything to the flat, right? And what we're going to get is we're just going to have this receiver here in the slot. He's just going to sit down here in the flat, right? And what he's doing is his job is solely to hold this guy so that Tipton can get open down the sideline, right? And again, it's a good pass concept called against the perfect defense. We're going to have this guy flying out here to be the deep safety. He's going to roll back to be a deep safety. Basically, it ends up being cover 2, right? And we know the weakness against cover 2 is these hole shots down the sidelines. And again, the play is there to be made, but the quarterback, for whatever reason, right? So we're at the top of our drop now. We got to recognize this thing. We see Horn here as a cloud. He's going to be occupied with 11. We have to let this ball go right now. So we're waiting. We're still not throwing it. Still not throwing it. Finally, we decide to throw it. But by the time we do that, we lead him way upfield. It ends up being out of bounds, and we put our receiver in a position to take a big hit down the sideline. So again, the pass concept called here is perfect. This receiver occupies the cloud, the flat defender, right? That gets 84 Tipton open, but our quarterback just is not throwing the ball despite a beautifully, curated pocket for him, right? Just way late with the throw, way late with the read on this one. And again, it's a missed play that could have been, a chunk downfield. And, the Panthers, they send a blitz on this play, but it's picked up beautifully. It's sorted out nicely by the right guard and right tackle, Ruiz and Penning, right? Sorted out nicely. Just a late throw, late read. Terrible. All right, next one here, another bad ball from number 4. This is a 3rd down and 4, and he's going to have Kamara probably for a first down, but we just get a bad, inaccurate pass. So it's there, right? And Carr is throwing it, but it's just a terrible pass. I mean, should it have been caught still? Yes, probably, right? But first of all, as a running back, you got to put yourself in AK's shoes. He knows that there are defenders behind him closing in. Like, are we seriously? We can't make this pass, Derek Carr? That's too much for us? All right, this one here. This is the one that this is the play that Chris Olave got hurt on, right? And I'll make it quick, right? He's running a post, okay? He's running a post against middle of the field close, meaning there's a safety in the middle of the field. This is not a ball that should be thrown, first of all. You don't throw posts into safeties in the middle of the field. Posts are reserved for when you have a safety over here, a safety over here, like a cover 2, cover 4 type play where the middle of the field would be open, right? This isn't it. So this ball shouldn't be thrown, okay? And Derek Carr knows this. Derek Carr, and that's only the first half of it, right? The ball shouldn't be thrown, and then when you do throw it, you throw a terrible high pass, which leaves your receiver, who is already prone to concussions, prone to injuries, it leaves him vulnerable. So the ball, Carr really should have read this thing, read this safety, noticed his hips were flipped this way, and hit Jawan in the seam. That's the throw that should have been made on this play. So let's press play here. So boom, like the pocket is fine. We have time in the pocket. Let's read this safety, see where his hips are, right? We know we have middle of the field closed, one high. He has eyes on Olave. Let's hit Jawan Johnson in the seam. The seams are the vulnerability of cover 3. This is just country cover 3 football, right? The ball needs to go here. Not to your receiver who is already coming off of concussion, who has a history of concussions. Do not throw him into a safety. You are setting him up for what happens inevitably, right? And not only that, but we throw a high pass that he has to go up for, right? And when you go up and your hands go up in the air, what happens when you come back down? You leave yourself vulnerable and you get hit, and Chris Olave is knocked out of the game. And, who knows if he plays again next year. So that's all I'll say for that one. It was a horrible decision. That is the definition of a hospital ball. Next one here, this is a 3rd down and 11. So again, quarterback, for whatever reason, doesn't throw the ball on time, and you don't pick up the first. So you're going to get a fade. You're going to have tipped in motion across here, and he's going to sit here at the sticks, and he's going to be open at the top of Carr's drop when Carr needs to release this thing. But for whatever reason, Carr is looking up here again to the post against middle of the field closed. I don't know why. So the thing is, Carr, he just gets off of this way too early, and it's there. The first down is there, so we're going to motion over Tipton, right? And so we're going to take the snap. 1, 2. Okay, so just one step drop. Boom. Ball needs to be out right now. Throw this thing with some anticipation to Mason Tipton. But instead, he's already off of it and looking in the middle of the field. That's closed off by this safety right here. And so he comes all the way back down to his check down, and AK is short of the first down. And of course, your coward head coach decides to punt the ball here. So, look, I don't like. It's just so frustrating watching this quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. I mean, it is there. Let the thing rip into 84. He has the leverage on the defender. He is at the sticks for the first down. Throw the ball. Why are we coming off of it so quickly? Like, we're not even giving it a chance you're not even giving it a chance. You're just automatically, next read. Like, what are we doing here, man? And if anything, you should come back down here to Jawan, who is also at the sticks, and he's even more open, right? But instead, we stare down this post, even though we have middle of the field closed. And again, we come back down to our check down, and that's all she wrote for that one. So again, quarterback, bad quarterback play. All right, I want to throw this one in here because this one I really feel like was the nail in the coffin for Dennis Allen, and it just shows his coaching style in one play. So this really is the culmination of this drive here is Dennis Allen's coaching tenure in a nutshell. So you get penalty after penalty. You're backed up now. It's 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 after multiple penalties. 6 minutes left to go in the game. You're winning 22-17. You're 2-6. You're going against another team that's also awful, right? 3rd and 17, you come out and you get a nice completion, right? Okay, Derek Carr finds Cedric Wilson over the middle, about a yard short of the sticks. That makes it 4th and 1. 4th and 1, about at midfield. Again, you're a losing football team. You're 2-6 at this point. You're facing the Carolina Panthers. You pretty much have nothing to lose on the season. Yeah, you're ahead, 22-17. What would a winning football coach do here? He would go for the 4th and 1, ice the game out, run the clock out. But no, 4th and 1 after picking up 17 yards on 3rd down, Dennis Allen decides to punt. And that right there, folks, is a nutshell of what Dennis Allen's coaching tenure in New Orleans has been. Stupid, dumb, cowardly. All right, next one here. This is going to be the final play of the game and the final play of what ended up being the last of the Dennis Allen regime, right? So 4th and 4, right? I don't love the play call. First of all, let me get that straight. We're going to get fades or goes on the outside. And then Dennis Allen confirmed that they were trying to work Juwan Johnson on the option route, right? He ends up breaking this inside. And this ball does need to go to Juwan Johnson. It's the first read, and an NFL quarterback needs to make this throw, right? Because even though it is tight coverage, it is still a higher percent chance you complete this than going out here to Cedric Wilson. And then this is J.C. Horn up here at the top. This is pretty much out of the equation, right? So, we snap the ball. We got man coverage, right? We got a big tight end 1-on-1 with the slot corner, man coverage. And Derek Carr, he just, once again, just gets off of it way too quick, right? And again, Dennis Allen confirmed this was the first read here. But you can see he's looking at it right now, but now he's already off of it. Like, we're not even giving him a chance to win here. And yes, again, it is tight coverage, but we have the leverage here. We have the leverage versus the smaller DB. Yes, there's a linebacker in the middle of the field, but we got to fit this thing over top of him. And again, the pocket is clean. We have got to throw this ball to Juwan Johnson instead of throwing it outside on the fade to Cedric Wilson Jr. There's just no excuses for it. Let's take a look from the end zone view. And you can see by his eyes how quickly he gets off of it. So he's on Juwan now, and now he's already off of it. He's not even giving it a shot. And look at the pocket and look at Juwan. This is a throw you have to just hang in there and make over the middle. I mean, that's really all there is to it. So all in all, this ended up being the last play of the Dennis Allen regime in New Orleans. And look, Derek Carr did not play well. I think he was obviously still affected by that oblique injury. But if that was the case, why even come back? Right? Why even come back? Just to lose to the Carolina Panthers. But brighter days ahead. Dennis Allen is gone. Might be some dark days, the next few years, next couple years while the Saints rebuild this thing. But at least they took a step in the right direction today, firing Dennis Allen. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace.